Welcome back to the Next Human Lab podcast. I'm Simon, and today I have a slightly dangerous question for Luna
Why does that already sound like trouble?
because it involves relationships and patterns and honesty, the holy trinity of emotional discomfort.
Oh, we're going straight into it today.
We always do, but in the gentlest way possible. If you're listening right now, welcome. You're safe here. This is not an episode about blaming yourself or blaming others. This is about understanding why your heart keeps choosing what it chooses.
Welcome everyone to Next Human Lab podcast, where we don't judge attraction, we study it.
And today's topic is one that makes people pause. Why you keep attracting the same type of people.
Different face, different name, same story, same ending.
That sentence alone probably woke something inside a lot of people. Let's start gently. Luna, have you ever looked back at your relationships and thought, why does this feel like the same person wearing different clothes?
Yes. And the moment I realized that, it was both funny and terrifying. Because it meant I wasn't unlucky. I was consistent.
That's such a kind way to say it. I wasn't cursed, I was patterned.
Exactly. And patterns aren't bad. They're just information.
Most people think attraction is random. They think love just happens. They think chemistry is magic.
But attraction is memory. It's your nervous system recognizing something familiar.
Not necessarily something healthy, but something known. That's the first big upgrade. We don't attract what we want. We attract what feels normal.
And what feels normal is shaped by our earliest emotional experiences. How love felt, how attention felt, how safety felt.
So if love felt unpredictable, you may be attracted to unpredictability. If love felt conditional, you may chase validation. If love felt distant, you may feel chemistry with emotionally unavailable people.
And none of this means you're broken. It means your heart learned a language.
This episode is about learning a new one. Luna, I want to ask something personal, and you don't have to answer deeply if you don't want to. But when you first realized you had a pattern, what did you feel?
Honestly, relief. Because it meant I wasn't unlucky. I was unconscious.
That's powerful. Because unconscious patterns can be upgraded. Luck cannot be controlled, but awareness can. So today, we're not here to fix your love life. We're here to understand your emotional blueprint.
Because once you understand the blueprint, you stop repeating the design unconsciously.
You start choosing consciously. You know, something that always surprises people is when I say this. Chemistry is not always a green flag. Sometimes it's a trauma echo.
That sentence alone can change someone's whole dating life. Because we've been taught that strong chemistry means destiny. But sometimes it just means familiarity.
And familiarity feels safe even when it's harmful. Let me tell you a story. I used to be attracted to people who were emotionally complicated, brilliant minds, big dreams, but emotionally unavailable. And I would call it depth. I would call it intensity. I would say, wow, this feels powerful.
But your nervous system was just working overtime.
Exactly. I wasn't in love. I was in activation. Healthy connection feels calm. And calm used to feel boring to me.
That's such a big one. People reject peace because their body equates excitement with love. When someone feels stable, kind, consistent, people say, something's missing.
What's missing is adrenaline.
And adrenaline is not intimacy. It's survival energy.
So if you've ever said, I don't feel the spark, what you might actually mean is, I don't feel activated. But love, real love, is a slow burning warmth, not fireworks.
Fireworks burn bright and die fast. Warmth builds and stays.
That should be a quote.
It's yours.
Here's something important for everyone listening. If you grew up needing to earn love, you may feel attracted to people who make you work for it. If you grew up with emotional distance, you may feel drawn to unavailable partners.
If love was chaotic, calm will feel unfamiliar.
So attraction is not about preference. It's about conditioning. And when you realize that, you stop blaming your choices and start understanding your system.
And that's when power comes back to you.
Let's slow everything down here for a moment. If you're listening, don't multitask. Just stay with us. Because this part is where awareness really begins.
Yes, this is the mirror part, not the blaming part, the understanding part.
Ask yourself gently, what kind of people do I keep choosing? Not just in romance, in friendships, in business, in mentors. Are they emotionally distant? Do they need saving? Are they dominant? Are they unpredictable? Are they people you have to prove yourself to?
Because patterns don't only live in love, they live everywhere your heart is involved.
Here's a simple exercise. Think of your last 3 meaningful relationships. What emotion did you feel most? Anxiety, excitement, uncertainty, hope, longing? That emotion is your emotional home base.
And your nervous system keeps trying to go back home, even when home is uncomfortable.
Because discomfort that's familiar feels safer than peace that's unknown.
This is why healing feels boring at first. It's quiet. It's slow. It doesn't spike your heart.
But boredom and healing is actually regulation. Your body is learning peace. Awareness alone doesn't change patterns. Practice does. The new question is not why am I attracted, but what kind of love am I learning to tolerate?
Because healing is not chasing butterflies. It's choosing stability when butterflies are missing.
That's such a quiet kind of bravery. When you meet someone healthy, your mind may say, they're too slow, they're too simple, there's no excitement.
But your body is actually saying, I'm not used to peace yet.
So instead of running, breathe, stay, observe. This is how patterns change, not by force, but by familiarity with safety.
Every time you choose calm over chaos, you upgrade your future.
That's next human behavior. At some point, you stop asking, why do I attract this? And you start asking, what energy am I becoming? Because attraction is reflection.
You attract what matches your internal world.
When you become peaceful, you attract peace. When you become grounded, you attract grounded love. You stop chasing. You start selecting.
And that is power.
If today helped even one person realize they are not broken, only patterned, then this episode did its job.
You're not repeating mistakes. You're learning languages.
And now, you're becoming multilingual in love. This is Simon.
And Luna.
Welcome to the Next Human Lab podcast.